rabbit. They are cute, but they can cause a lot of destruction to trees and shrubs, and as well as a lot of other plants around your house or farm. So we have special tubes that are designed to protect your trees and shrubs from rabbits. They are called rabbit tubes.
Seems pretty obvious that would be the name.
My name is Aaron Yoder. I work at the Kansas Forest Service in the Conservation Tree Program. I'm the Conservation Plant Specialist here. And we grow a variety of tree and shrub seedlings, deciduous and evergreen trees, and a variety of shrubs that we sell for conservation purposes to the folks of Kansas who are wanting to do conservation plantings. So one of the more frustrating things that can happen is you spend all the time and effort and energy into establishing some of these trees and shrubs, and within a couple days a critter has come along and either nipped off the shoot or pulled the whole plant out from the ground, and at that point your efforts have been wasted to some extent. So we try to avoid that, and we recommend utilizing some plant protective tubes where appropriate, and that's what we're going to demonstrate and show you today. Really, we recommend them for pretty much all of the species that we sell, but with evergreens, if they are nipped off at the ground level below any green leaves or branches that have green on them, they are going to die. They're not going to resprout from the base. And so when that happens, those plants are not going to come back. And trees, other deciduous trees and shrubs, when they're really young, right after you've planted them, they're the most susceptible to not only predation by animals, but drought. That's why we recommend irrigating our plants right away and controlling the weeds around the seedlings. So that's kind of why we recommend protecting plants from rabbits as well. So once they get through the first few years, they can withstand a little browsing here and there. But the real young seedlings, when they first get in the ground, they're susceptible to that. So this is a rabbit tube. It's a extruded plastic material, kind of in a diamond shape. So the size of the mesh is it's sized to restrict any rabbits from being able to get in there, even the small bunnies. So it's, like I said, extruded plastic, and during that process they add a UV inhibitor to the plastic so that it won't break down for a couple of years. So basically you can have these out covering your seedling for 3 years. At that point, the UV block has worn off, the plastic's going to degrade, and because of the holes allowing for lateral branching, that's a good thing because it allows the plastic to break down. You don't have to get in there and really cut around too much. That plastic's going to break away, and it's not going to strangle the tree or the shrub. So that's why it's designed that way. It comes with a bamboo stake that is also going to last about 3 years. It'll resist rot for about that same period of time, and then it'll break down, and the tree will be free to grow. It's a pretty simple process. I find it's usually easier to put these on after you put the plants in the ground. Sometimes you'll have branches, depending on what sort of seedling you're putting in, that makes it a little bit hard to just put the tube over top. So you kind of have to squeeze the branches together with one hand and then pop the rabbit tube over the other. So I'm going to demonstrate it with a Black Hill spruce here. This is similar to a seedling that we'd be selling size-wise. And so what we do is just pop it over the top, make sure that You're not pinching any branches or anything like that. You really want to get the tube all the way down to the ground, and then it's just basically a matter of weaving the bamboo stake in there. So we kind of start on the outside, we'll weave it in and out. And you can do this before you actually put the cover over the plant. But that should be adequate. You want to get it weaved in and out a few times, really, to keep it secure. And then you want to place that bamboo stake down. I prefer to put the stake below the plastic line. What I've noticed is when I don't do that in the plants that I have put in the ground, a lot of times if you have deer in your area, they'll come through and they like that sized shoot, and they see it sticking out of the ground. They think it's probably a plant, a tree growing somewhere, and they just nip it and they'll yank the whole thing out, plug and all. And so if you put it below that plastic line, I think that deters them to some extent, from what I've seen. So that's really it. It's nice and solid. It's all the way down to the ground. It's going to keep rabbits from getting in there. And as you can see, the plant is still going to get wind coming through there. This isn't secured too tightly around the plant to where it's going to have some movement, which is going to help develop that stem taper, kind of strengthen that stem. And yeah, like I said, it'll deteriorate over the course of the next few years, and that's that.
Yeah.
So that is rabbit tubes. We sell rabbit tubes through the tree program, and so you can call our main office at 785-532-3300 and place an order that way, or you can place an order online. If you go to kansasforests.org, there's a link to our web store there. It's $17 for a unit of 25 rabbit tubes. They come with the bamboo stakes. Yeah, those are the two ways that you can order them. So